Hello everybody, and my name is Bella. I'm 10 years old and from Vietnam. Today I'm reading for you Thought of Doughnut in Part 2 from the page 11, the first change. And now, get started. The keyboard from all around the country bought Levi's doughnut machine. Doughnuts was being made in bakeries, being made in and delicacies as well as vegetables and country fairs all across the United States. Levi's success didn't end with his invention. In 1931, he opened the first donut chain, Mayflower Donuts. Donuts and coffee had become an American staple. Donuts also became popular in part because of the automobile. People on the road could stop at the donut stands that began to popped up along roadways. These stands provide a fast snack for busy people. In many places, donut stands became fun destinations unto themselves. Some donut shops became so popular that the owners were able to open more shops in other cities. Vernon Rudolph opened Kissy Creamy in Winston-Salem, North Carolina in 1937. He was so poor that for the first batch of donuts he had to borrow the ingredients from the grocery store. He paid the store back in donuts. In the beginning, Vernon only sold donuts to grocery stores and restaurants. Then Vernon noticed that whenever he was frying up a fresh batch, people could knock on the door. His donuts smelled so good that people walking by couldn't help but stop. They wanted to buy his donuts immediately. Vernon cut a hole in the store wall and began to shove his donuts directly to consumers. Donuts with Doughnut. Many donut shop owners changed the name Doughnut to Doughnut. They felt simplifying the spelling made the word more pronounceable, recognizable, and uniquely American. By the time the United States entered World War II in 1941, donuts had become part of American life. Women working for the American Red Cross took a page from the donut girl on World War I and brought soldiers on front lines hot coffee and donuts. Soldiers soon began calling the women donut dollies. More donut chains. When World War II ended in 1945, the donut was the head of its popular. And more restaurants and chains began to appear. In 1948, Subway Store had intended to open a drive-thru in Temple City, California, but someone across the street beat him to it. So he changed course and decided to open a coffee and donut shop instead. William Rosenberg had a food-strong business. He parked his truck in front of a factory, and the workers would buy sandwiches, coffee, and baked goods on their breaks. He noticed that he sold more coffee and donuts than any else. Since those items were the least expensive to make, he decided to open a donut shop. In 1950, Dunkin' Donuts opened its store in Quincy, Massachusetts. Donuts today. Donuts contain large amounts of fat and sugar, so they are not considered a healthy food. As a result, the popularity of pastry and dessert in recent years, despite this discount, over 10 billion donuts are still being made in the United States each year. Those are now multi-billion-dollar industries, making them highly profitable since the basic donuts is made with inexpensive ingredients. Donuts have been around for many years, and it's safe to assume that Americans will be eating far into the future. Note that the humble donut is here to stay. Donuts. The largest day of donuts 1764 in Oro was made in celebration of the Simbers movie in 2007. Here's a grocery delicacies. Now, places where prepared food is sold. Donut, a small sweet dish fried cake that is usually shaped like a ring. Efficient, making use for or use or of time or resource. Adjective. Humble adjective, simple or modest. Immigrants, noun, a person who comes to live in new country, especially for the purpose of settling there. Inexpensive adjective, not costing much money. Ingredients, noun, food items that go into a dish or recipe. Invention, noun, a new device or progress. Patches, noun, gauze made of flour, water, and shortening sugars made from the tough, profitable brain adventures of vinegar skin. Receive, noun, a, a set of instructions or steps for making a special kind of food. Staple, a common food that is an important part of a diet. So, is the end of this book, and do you have any question for my what I'm reading for you? And if you have, you can comment in chat. Um, and if I read wrong, it's sometimes that you can fix for me and comment it. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to me.